Permit me to share some unscientific research. Over more than 30 years of working with leaders across the world, different types of cultures and sectors, one pattern keeps coming up. Every leader that I describe as successful, in whatever way you might want to define success, has had a coach. Not because they were failing, but because they understood something really fundamental early on. Sustained responsibility isn't meant to be carried alone. What's interesting is how closely this lines up with wider global signals. The World Economic Forum has been remarkably consistent in naming the skills the future will require of us: emotional intelligence, resilience, adaptability, critical thinking, and systems thinking, and lifelong learning. And these aren't technical skills, they're deeply human ones. And in my experience, they're formed through coaching. And here's why. Emotional intelligence grows when we learn how to regulate our inner world under pressure. Resilience develops when we are given space to reflect and reframe, rather than simply endure. Adaptability and learning emerge when our reflection is paired with forward action. And these capacities don't develop through information alone. They're shaped through relational practices. How people are helped to think, how they're helped to decide, and how they're helped to lead their lives over time. And that's where coaching stops being that'd be nice to have, to something that's actually very strategic. What makes me quietly sad is that organizations continue, and you know this, and wherever you are in life, they continue to fund ways of working that lead to lots of burnout and disengagement. The figures are off the scale for burnout, disengagement, people off work with mental health and so on, while they continue to underinvest in practices that actually form healthier, more resilient people, more workers, leaders. The rise of quiet quitting isn't mysterious, it's actually a signal of something deeper that's going on. From classrooms to boardrooms, we overlook the skills that we need the most. Coaching isn't a quick fix, it's a disciplined, relational practice that helps people think clearly under pressure and act more wisely in complex systems. My quiet hope is simple, and it's sort of my daily mission, is that coaching skills become a normal part of our lives, from high schools to boardrooms, to all types of businesses and walks of life. And coaching isn't seen as a perk, but as a foundation. And if the future is asking for more human leadership, we already know one of the most practical ways to form it. Have a good day.